千里之行，始于足下。A journey of 1,000 miles begins beneath the feet. We now gather in the Tao to travel the journey together. Welcome to Tao Talks with Derek Lin, where we take a deep dive into the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu. I would like to extend a warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining us. I would like to invite you to center your thoughts and direct your attention to this moment in time, to the here and now, to be fully present and mindfully aware as we all ready ourselves for this sacred process in the Tao with one another. So here is an abstract depiction of Samsara. This is the illustration, a simplified depiction of Samsara as the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. One cycle represents one lifetime. So what we see here, this overall circle, this is a snapshot of somebody's life, showing its states at a particular moment in time. Within the overall cycle, there are smaller cycles. You can see it depicted here. Each one of the smaller circles represents a circular exchange of karmic energy in a significant life event. Let's go through them so you can see what I mean. This particular lifetime, like all lifetimes, begins with birth. From the perspective of Samsara, the birth is actually rebirth, because all of this has happened before and will happen again. One goes from birth to infancy and then to childhood. Somewhere along the way, you have made a friend for the first time in this cycle. It is easy to see the circular karmic nature of this. You extend friendship to someone and you receive friendship in return. Full circle. You transition from childhood to your teens. Somewhere along the way, you have learned important lessons as a young person. These lessons are also karmic in nature. For example, a negative experience may teach you what it feels like to be on the receiving end of bullying. Just one example. You transition from the teens to young adulthood, entering society. Somewhere along the way, you work through many challenges. So these challenges, you can also tell that karma is embedded in at least some of them. In one particular challenge, you may be able to see the cause and effect. That is, something you did in the past planted the seeds, good or bad, affecting your present. At some point in this life, you bond with another soul and begin building your life together, starting a family. And when a crisis occurs, you weather the storm together with your partner. Now, crises in general are opportunities to see karma in action. For instance, people may come to your aid in a crisis because of the help you provided to them in the past. So then, the years go by, you transition to middle age. By this point, you have gained sufficient experience about the way life works. To some extent, you can leverage that understanding to help you achieve success. Achievements tend to be karmic in nature as well. You realize collaborative efforts are karmic to the core. You help me, I help you. Eventually, you transition to old age. You are aware of your own mortality, and you know there aren't that many days left. Your time in this world is limited. Perhaps you decide you want to have closure before leaving this particular cycle. Perhaps you reach out to old enemies to address old grievances. You bring forgiveness and goodwill, and you are amply rewarded in receiving the same in return. Reconciliation. So, with a brief sketch of a lifetime, you can see circles within the larger circle, one cycle of samsara containing many circular transactions in terms of karma. So this is what I mean by the patterns of life reflected and perceptible in the Tao. We cannot see the Tao itself, but we can see the patterns that are manifested in reality. Our meeting has come to an end, but the journey continues on. Until next time, may the Tao fill you with peace and happiness.